Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. There we go. I've been getting it wrong this week. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and ooh, this is very exciting, actually. What is it? Star Tycoon. I love the name Tycoon. I love the video games of that dude. Tycoons. Zoo Tycoon. Pizza Tycoon. Do you love the Tycoon games? Railroad Tycoon. Blah, blah. But we don't have a Star Tycoon on the computer, do we? But we've now got a Star Tycoon on Kickstarter. Woo! This is very exciting. What is it, peeps? It's a small box game full of cards with interesting trays you get in the box. Box will let these cards get sleeved, and why wouldn't you? Beautiful custom art on every card. There's a little bit of duplication. Some cards have double. But things like planets, of course, you can't have two planets the same. And the developments here, you've got level 1, level 2, level 3 as it goes down the shops, like a shop. A grid of 12 there, 3x4. I'm be interested to see if there's like a stretch goal to make sure all of the developments are, at least have all art for the ones that have a double card of the same. Anyway, I've only really got one criticism and one thing I'd like to see on the campaign. Let's go down and have a look, but I think it's singing. This Kickstarter is singing. Peter Anderson, he's a sci-fi super nerd. He's done 5 space games. Is it 4? No, it's 5 if this is his game. Even though it's not out, it's his game still, right? He loves sci-fi. And he's basically taken all of his favourite things from Mothership game, which is planetary development, and put them in this kind of game. But you're essentially building an engine down below that's bringing in more economy. You'd be bringing in food. You're bringing in all sorts of energy requirements to build these constructions and all this. If you run out of money, there is a bank loan you can get, which is juicy. You've got the Galactic Exchange, which is the markets going up and down, which is nice. My first and only criticism is the development cards. These are Square Software, Heart Institute, Pointed, can't read that, Investments, Cross Labs, Rounded Bioworks, and Hex Industries. Now, here's my beef with these cards. Now, Star Citizen, the video game, you ever heard of that game? Only the biggest crowdfunding game in history. They have loads and loads of concept art of company brands and icons. And they basically give different artists the chance to do it because, guess what? All the icons look like they've come from the same company. And having multiple artists doing icons makes them feel different, inherently different. Now, I'm not saying the artist here, I'm not saying that this Kickstarter needs to hire another artist, per se. But I mean, even if you did, can you not just reach out to an artist and say, hey, can you do a Hex Industries icon and logo? It's just one card. I'll pay you what? $50 if you do a card. Like, it's not going to be that much to redo these cards and make them look really sci-fi. So yeah, and I would, and if you want to use the same artist, just look at the Star Citizen icons, shop icons and brand icons in Star Citizen for some inspiration or precedent study, because it will definitely make those cards really sing. They're the only cards I've seen in the game that kind of make me want to cry because it's the weak point in the mix. And as chefs know, the taste of the food is as good as your crappiest material you've put in the mix. You know, your food's only as good as the worst ingredient you've used, or the cheapest, or the lowest quality that you've put in. Anyway, so yeah, 6 cards. Please refresh them. I really hope they are prototype. Indeed. Let's go down 1 to 6. Ooh. So what happens then? You become a cooperation. They've got a beautiful custom art on the... And they've got really unique powers. Each of them really fun. And for example, they might want you to specifically only build in one type of star system. These planets in the shop are different systems. So it's like a little... This cooperation will make the player do a little bit of set collecting. There's another... I've seen another cooperation that lets you just build developments with the company rather than buying loads of planets. You can just concentrate on developing. So there's kind of like real big different changes and all this fun stuff. I really think it's been designed really well, and it's so much fun because essentially it's a Euro game where you're collecting points, but you're trying to build up the best planetary developments or solar system developments that your corporation wants. So yeah, it's looking good. Now this Kickstarter does have a... Just going down. Does have some break the crime hub. It's got some really fun buildings, that's for sure. I love the planet art and all this good stuff. Now, so yeah, it comes with trays in the box. Sleeving has been confirmed will fit. I'd love to see a sleeve pack as an add-on. That's just a thing. Now these components are ships, research. Research is a very interesting thing that you're going to need to get developments, especially level 3 ones. Food for population, gas, minerals, illegal goods is very cool. These energy credits, this is what I'd like to see. Like, make it metal so it feels like a currency. I mean, it doesn't need to be a coin per se, but could it not be something like get metal coins for the energy? That'd be nice. Metal something to represent energy credits. You are in space, you know. It'd be nice to see what that would be. And why does it have to be circle? I don't know. The credit could be a different shape or something. I don't know. Yeah, so 78 unique pieces of art. Would be wonderful if they blended this so they got tons of this as stretch goals. That's really nice to see all art as a stretch goal. I do appreciate it very much. These developments, they are basically 36 level 1 developments. Then you upgrade to level 2 and then you go to level 3, so they're far more advanced. In fact, on the card at the top left, Development 1 is basically 2 resources. Development 2 needs 4. Development 3 needs a bucket load of them, 8 on this card. So there's obviously like early part of the game, mid part of the game, and then a late phase of the game. Lovely jubbly. It's good. There's 6 homeworld planets to start on, but there's 12 different companies. So there's a lot of variability here. Oh, and it is solo friendly. Yeah, 6 people as well. Doesn't seem to be too time-wise for the setup because of the trays that are in the box, and it looks very gateway approachable. Because of the kind of the learning curve, because you're building level 1 developments, you might be needing to invest in planets to set up construction there. So, and because of the art really helps with what you're doing, you know. I need a shipyard. Look, it looks like a shipyard. What do I need to build it? So it has all this kind of nice, inherent, easy to teach, thematic kind of thing. So. Partnerships, please redo the art on this, please. The event deck, this is fairly interesting. Some of it can even refresh the shop fully, which is beautiful. In fact, one of the problems when you have shops in games is that the shop often stagnates, doesn't it? But you can pay to refresh it. So yeah, if you $1 pledge, access goes in. You can get a print and play version of it. What I do like is that they've got this kind of retail pledge. You're getting some extra cards. But there is 2 more pledges for goodness. The first one is a playmat. And the second one is playmat and acrylic tokens. Ooh, I told you this game is singing. It's really nice. Absolutely. The mat is delicious though. It sets the shop up nicely and all that good stuff. The events and the investment, so nice. Now the stretch goals are really cool as well. There's a lot going on this campaign that makes it really, really special. Abaddon system, look at that beautiful black pearl on that card. Wow. It's the Abaddon planet in the Abaddon system. So really cool sci-fi art, really is. Now it says artwork not final, so there could be a pass yet, but I think the art's final. The art's looking stupendously great. And yeah, it says more promo cards are coming. We don't know the full count of it. Unfiltered Gamer, I highly recommend Star Tycoon. I had a lot of fun with this, and everyone around the table enjoyed it quite profusely. Yeah, it does look super fun. Because it's like a nice, approachable tycoon game that gets deeper and meatier the longer you play it, and it feels like you've done a lot by the end of the game. It's kind of a really good, what I call palate cleanser. We played Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, twice this week. I need a break. Can we get away from the Fortale app for one night, please, and just play something that doesn't need technology? So familiar. I don't know. Oh, you're probably on Frosthaven. I've got new players on coming into the franchise, so they're starting with Jaws of the Lion, of course. So yeah, I'm actually waiting for. I have Frosthaven. I've bagged it all up and all that stuff. I've punched it out, but I'm not going to play Frosthaven. I'm waiting for the miniature Kickstarter or whatever it's going to be. Backer kit. I can't remember who's doing it. The brand the brand name's not that strong yet. So whoever they are, hopefully when I get to Frosthaven, I'll get the minis for it. All right, but I did get coins from the Frosthaven that I can use in Jaws of the Lion, so it has been upgraded a little bit. It's interesting how that game's evolving when I go back and play it. Anyway, what am I talking about? Got completely offsided. What I'm saying is you need a palette cleanser in your collection, of course. Alright, it has been unlocked. Double layered board, lovely. Thicker tokens, don't care. Go for the all-in. Jewel trays. These are great, aren't they? Absolutely. Black core. Plus linen. Unlocked. Nice. UV on the box coming. Great. Inside print of the box. Appreciated. Marker upgrades. Nice. New companies. Yeah. A new mini. First player token is actually needed in this game because when you're playing these light-hearted games, there's a little conversation going around the box, and it's pretty nice to have a first player token. Especially when you go for a food break or something. crime spree. Get involved. There's social goals. There's going to be a lot on this campaign that it's going to be worth coming back and looking at. And if you do pledge on it, do pledge for $1, you know, in case of shipping prices and all that stuff. We'll talk about shipping when you go down, but if you just click the pledge, it'll tell you if your country is available. Mexico, yes. And 169 people on the $1 pledge. Well, you know, you got to balance your books, pay it when you know the shipping. That's what I like to do, and I like the transparency in that kind of pledge. But yeah, so essentially you're going to get your business, you're going to be buying planets, you're going to be buying developments, you're going to be upgrading your developments, getting bigger. All these developments are going to be creating an income. That income's going to be giving you resources. Those resources are going to grow your building, so it's like you're just getting it bigger, and economy builder, and this, oh, these partnership cards, please fix them. Oh, please. And when you make the developments here, they slide under the card, which makes it nice for, you know, the player area. Have you got players that refuse to do this and just like laying them all out? It's like, there's art on these cards, I don't want to hide the art. Alright, it is on Tabletop Simulator. There's good videos out there. The one I recommend if you're only going to watch one is right at the bottom. Economic Board Games channel on Kickstarter. No, I'm laughing, I'm serious. So this guy specializes in economic board games, and he has had a blast playing this game. He loves it. So, yeah, and the playthrough is fairly quick, I think. It's like 25 minutes, I think is what he shows you. But anyhow, looking really good. Now, rest of the world shipping is a little bit outrageous. Now, Mexico shipping should be around the same price as Canada. And this game is destined to go to retail. The thing you're not going to get at retail, of course, is acrylic components and the playmat. So you need to weigh that up, especially if you're in the US and you just want the retail game, the $12, you're probably going to get free shipping when this goes to retail, aren't you? There's a lot in here, isn't there? But that's for you. I mean, I'd love to know how you weigh up your shipping. For me, I have to go in $1 at the minute, like, because of the shipping to Mexico and the tax that we pay. Like, we'll be changing the president in a couple of years and the tax rate may change again. Yeah, this current president, AMLO, as good as he is, the tax on Kickstarter games coming into Mexico is frighteningly frightening. It is frightening. In fact, the only board game I've paid tax on recently is Holy Grail Games, and they've gone bankrupt, you know. Everybody else, I don't seem to pay tax when it comes in, especially Frosthaven. That giant box didn't have to pay tax. Anyway, here's the team, the proper sci-fi nerds. Peter Sanderson, looking epic there as the captain of the ship. Science officer, the artist. Artist, please do a precedent study of Star Citizen icons for brands and shops and things like this. I think we can do it better. We can do that bit better. So really, it's almost the best parts of Mothership condensed down into a tight economic game. And I love the idea of condensing and distilling great parts of board games. And that's where we are with Star Tycoon, peeps. Now, It's only got 400 backers. It only came on Kickstarter like a minute ago, it feels like. It really does. But, yeah, it's tickled my fancy. I'm going to give it a $1 pledge, I think. I think it looks really nice. I appreciate all the art. I appreciate the components, the box, and everything. Looks really good. I like the idea of the shopping. I like the idea of upgrading, getting better, juicier stuff, and all that stuff. The only irksome stuff is the partnership cards. Of course, I've laboured that point too much by now. And I would pay to get some kind of metal currencies. Even if I went acrylic, if I bought the acrylic stuff, I'd still replace out the thing, if it was an option. I don't know. And of course, this game keeps saying art's not final, so, you know, at least when you $1 pledge, you can watch the development of it and see how it goes, because it can sometimes make you more exciting following it through its post-Kickstarter campaign, and make that project unforgettable, and makes that project exciting, and you anticipate it, and you just look forward to playing it when it comes. And this game is one of them. It's a game that I so look forward to playing. I love its kind of footprint on the table. I love the small box. I don't think the mat's going to fit in the box. I don't know. I almost feel like if you're paying extra for a game mat and bits, you know, acrylic bits, can you not just do a bigger box that fits all this stuff? Because then you have a dream Kickstarter pledge, don't you? You're so far away from the retail pledge at that stage that you feel like it's worth the pledge. So there we go. It's coming from Australia, and if I'm thinking Garfield Games, they're coming from New Zealand, so it's kind of a similar shipping in that area, isn't it? I mean, the most I've paid shipping to Mexico from Australia is $34, so that if it goes higher than that, I don't know if it's going to be palatable. So hopefully Mexican shipping stays as low as the Canadian one, please. Thank you very much. I know if more backers come on this from Mexico, shipping gets cheaper, but hey, you get more backers, period, when your shipping prices are reduced. Anyway, they do say they are subsidizing costs of shipping, which is good to see, and all that good stuff. And this is not the developer's first rodeo. It is their fifth Kickstarter, so it's all looking solid as a rock. So, do we recommend it? We do indeed. But if money's tight, or you're frightened of shipping costs, don't hesitate. But $1 pledge like I'm going to be doing on Star Tycoon, and feel a little bit secure, because, of course, there are unknowns out there, and if we're juggling expenses, then we're going to have to juggle it that way. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on Kickstarter, isn't there? It's starting to warm up. We're getting some interesting indie games, mid-war games, and all that good stuff. When's the next AAA coming out? We'll wait and see for that one. Anyway, this is Kickstarter Radio. If you liked the video, please give the video a thumbs up, of course. And if you want to get notified when videos go up, hit the bell to see when all our special videos go out, especially our late night chats, which at least are getting more popular than when they first started. Woohoo! Well, this has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and leave any comments you want here as you see fit. I love talking with my viewers. So on that, thank you so much for watching. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.